Welcome back to online classes. This is another important video lecture from business communication, and that is barriers of communication. This is a second semester fourth unit concept, and it is also very important to everybody in the world, especially for the students and for the employees, and even to the people who are communicating. It is very necessary and essential for effective communication. Let us once again recollect what is business communication. The term business means it is a trade. It is a trade organized by an individual or with a group of people for trading their business or for trading their products and services. They need communication. Communication means interaction between people. If one person needs to interact with another, they need a common language. If one person wanted to send the message, they need a common language. So the receiver must also know what the message was sent by the sender, and they must have a mutual understanding, so that they need to give some feedback to both of them, from each of them. So now the concept is types of barriers of communication. The term barriers means issues, difficulties of communication. So preparing, planning, practicing and implementing the communication in day-to-day life will not let the people to be successful unless they know the barriers of communication. To be more effective in effective communicating to an individual or a group of people for their successful day-to-day life, everyone must know barriers of communication. And let us see what are the barriers of communication. In this lecture, you are going to learn types of barriers, technological barriers, socio-psychological barriers, and how to overcome barriers, and types of listening. So these are the contents of this chapter. And now, what are the types of barriers? Language barrier, physical barrier, and social psychological barrier. For effectively teaching, I am making a separate lecture video for all these barriers. In this video, I am giving a lecture on only language barrier. Language barrier. What is a language barrier? In this world, to communicate or for communication between two persons, a common language is needed. You can observe in the picture, there are different hellos are there. From their own language, we can observe hello. If they all know all the languages, then there is an effective communication can exist. If they don't know what the other people is saying, then the receiver cannot take the information. So that this language barrier can happen. In these types of language barrier, what are the other barriers are there. So through language we can also see few other barriers, say semantic barrier. So the semantic barrier usually occurs when people use words with different meanings, having same meaning for the same, having different meaning for same words. And bad expressions. So bad expressions means while the speaker is suffering with the environment, it means, for example, he is not at all impressed with the environment, then it affects on his face and it shows some uncomfortness in his facial expressions. If you observe the singer when he is singing on the stage and he is giving live performance, if his facial expressions are not matching the words and situation, then people will not receive it in a good manner. So that for every word, for each and every word in the language, there must be a supportive expression should be there in your face. And that is one perception. And the another perception is expressing your feelings, your emotions by using bad words, irrelevant to the situation. So using irrelevant words to the situation is also comes under bad expression. And faulty translation is the next barrier in language. Faulty translation means translating the meaning of one language into their mother language in a mislead manner, or they are mistaken the translation, they are mistaking the sentences and the message in it, so that the faults may be happened while translation. If the translator doesn't know the exact information or the language in a proper way he is translating, then this faulty translation usually happened. And next one is unclarified assumptions. Unclarified assumption means not using the language in a proper manner, which is not fully clarified. And next one is denotations and connotations. I will tell you this in an example. We all know dove is a bird. That is a denotation. A dove, it is a bird. We also use dove as a symbol of peace, that is connotations. So that is denotations and connotations. And next one is technical jargon. Technical jargon means the terminologies particularly to a particular group or to a technical people. For example, for management people we have different terminologies. Say for accounting we have accounts, balance sheets, statements. So these are all the terms which we use in management. In the same way, for doctors we observe some terminologies, that is a pulmonology, cardiology. So these kind of terminologies are related to a particular technical jargon. It means a particular group, so that if the people doesn't know the meaning to the technical terms in a particular language, then they cannot express, they cannot understand the message in a proper way. So that what I would like to say from this slide is whatever the words you are using must be simple and it must be simple to understand to the receiver also. You must prepare the language depending on the receiver. You must know what language he will be comfortable. So if you use such a simple words to describe anything, then there is no language barrier. And next one is poor vocabulary. Poor vocabulary. So poor vocabulary means before going to explain this slide, I would like to tell you one thing. We are Indians and we don't know the international language English. Of course, we are communicating in English for the sake of a better life, to work in MNCs. Whenever you go abroad, whenever you work in MNCs, you need a common language called English. But you need not to be disappointed if you don't know English. Practice and speak to everyone in English, communicate to everyone in English, then your vocabulary will also be increased. See, what is vocabulary? Vocabulary means a set of words we use to construct a sentence. We use to communicate with the people. So that is what vocabulary. If you don't know the words for a particular sentence to use for explaining something, then you will get such vocabulary problems. More difficult and less effective. Without vocabulary, people feel more difficult and less effective to communicate. So that vocabulary should be clear, clarity and precision. So that precise means clearly understanding manner. So for clearly understanding, you must know the proper words for the proper situation. If you know the words and vocabulary to explain something, so that you can support with your action and emotions. Always action and emotions and body language doesn't give the receiver chance to receive the exact information, so that you must need vocabulary. And doesn't write or speak effectively. If you don't know the language, if you have a poor vocabulary, if you are not good at language, then you may feel bad to write or speak effectively. You cannot communicate. It doesn't reach the communicator effectively. It means not only the people who are listening to, but also who is speaking, he also not able to deliver the information in a positive and effective manner. And next one is poor grammar and punctuations. While writing or for speaking, you need grammar and punctuations. Of course, since English is not our mother tongue, we made mistakes, but you need not to bother about that. You keep on speaking, you will automatically you will learn grammar and how to deliver or pronunciate the language. Poor knowledge of grammar and punctuation is a barrier to verbal communication, not only verbal but also non-verbal. A good vocabulary is useless unless the communicator acquires the knowledge of how to use it in a sentence. Of course, a good vocabulary is useless if the communicator doesn't know how to use it. For example, here I am giving a sentence that if you keep a comma, or if you deliver this sentence, if you speak this sentence or read this sentence, in what way you will understand? Let us see. A woman without her man is nothing. And second one is, a woman without her man is nothing. So here in this sentence, you will understand, if there is no woman, man is nothing. And if there is no man, woman is nothing. So you can understand the sentence in a two-way manner. So that you need a grammar and how to use the grammar and punctuations in your language. So that is about language barriers. In next video I will come up with physical barriers, and you can also observe the link in the description. So thank you very much.